Order! Order! You are an incorrigible delinquent at times. Behave yourself, man!
Now, when Jezebel Diane Abbott up sticks and left us here on This Week, rekindling her romance with Casanova Corbyn, we were heartbroken. I mean, what's Jeremy got that we haven't? Other than incriminating photos from that infamous East German motorbike holiday. But we've come to terms with our loss and moved on, so when Jess Phillips responded to our advances and agreed to join our team, we were thrilled. After all, what's not to love about Jess? Other than all those nasty things Diane wrote about her in the This Week Lose. Just ignore her, Jess. Just ignore her. She's not worth it. That's why we're putting female solidarity and the sisterhood in this week's spotlight. It's surely not the only opportunity to talk about the issues concerning sisters the world over, but there were certainly lots on the agenda this International Women's Day, from body hair to pay gaps. An image of liberation or hashtag degrading? Some question Kimmy's decision to mark the occasion with the nude selfie of all things. And while he refrained from keeping up with the Kardashians by posing his own naked pics, Jeremy Corbyn still found himself under fire for suggesting the sex industry should be decriminalised, although one Labour backbencher gained plaudits for raising awareness about domestic violence.
Here are the names of the women who died since International Women's Day last year. Lucy Iris, Alison Wilson, Sarah Fox.
It was a show of sisterly solidarity on Centre Court, with Serena Williams commending Maria Sharapova's honesty over the doping scandal.
I think most people were happy that she was upfront and very honest and showed a lot of courage.
In the week of Nancy Reagan's death is another former First Lady hoping America's women will help vote in their first Madam President. Hillary Clinton might have been beaten in the Michigan primary on Tuesday, but she's only lost the Democrats' female vote in 2 states so far. Which begs the question, is there any union more powerful than the sisterhood? We're joined now by Annie. Annie, good to see you. Thanks for coming on at this
Pleasure.
Ungodly hour.
It's morning for me. Totally normal.
It's early. Is the sisterhood a real thing?
Yes, I think so. I think it definitely is. Personally, anyway, I gravitate towards women. I like to kind of feel like I support women. I think it's important to do that. There's certain, divisive things about the word sisterhood. The Kim Kardashian nude selfie that we just saw there. That's really, really divided people.
It's just a bit of self-publicity from a self-publicist, isn't
Exactly,
it? It's got nothing to do with...
She's working the brand pretty hard there, but, there's a lot of women who are saying, she should love her body, she's liberated, she should, be empowered to be able to do that. And then there's also a lot of other women who are kind of saying, why doesn't she use her huge amounts of power and influence to, shout about the fact that she's a great businesswoman and she's got a lot of business acumen and she's made millions of pounds from doing that side of things.
Would you regard her as part of the sisterhood, though?
I don't really know what you mean by sisterhood, to be honest.
Well, that's what I'm trying to find out.
Gang.
Yeah, it's like I like women are,
So does it mean anything or not?
sisterhood.
Yeah.
Well, it does if you've got loads of pals that are women and you want to
But it's not a
them.
support mechanism to help women help each other to get on.
I think women naturally want to help people, but then they also don't. It's I think in all of these things it just has to be an equal, pairing with men. So there's no reason why, what is the male version of sisterhood, brotherhood, I guess? Do you ask men about brotherhood?
The patriarchy, I
Never
call it.
really.
No, you do not. No,
You don't,
I mean, Jess, I know, is still celebrating the election of our first woman prime minister back in 1979. She felt that great sisterly
Every day.
connection.
I feel delighted that happened for all the
Do you think
people
there's
that
a
now have nowhere
sisterhood?
to live. Yes, I do think there is a sisterhood, actually. I think that obviously women, you know, we're not exclusively great to each other, and we can drag each other down just as easily as we can build each other up. But yes, I think there is a sisterhood. I feel a sisterhood. I feel a group of women that I don't know pushing me forward, or
Definitely.
all times.
And
I
that's
feel
because
that.
there's such a huge lack of role models in the public eye with women. So it's kind of frustrating. When I saw the Kim Kardashian selfie, I wasn't like, how dare you? I was just like, this is so boring. Stop. Like, do something interesting. Do something, you know, that will make
Say
us...
some witty one-liner.
Yeah, just make us feel like more than just boobs.
Can we leave Kardashian now?
Happily. Let's move on from her.
Have you been helped by a sisterhood?
Yes, I have, and I like to think that I do try and kind of support women coming up. But in what I do in terms of beyond broadcasting as a DJ, as a club DJ, there's not that many guys, there's not many girls that do it. It's predominantly men. So I've kind of been brought through my career being one of the sole women who do it. And the first time I actually was aware of obviously I was always aware that I was a woman, I was in the minority, but the first time I felt weird about it and uncomfortable about it was when you start DJing in places like Ibiza or Vegas and you're surrounded by podiums of scantily clad women in bikinis, like writhing around and dancing, that are employed by the club. And you look at the women on the dance floor and you think, you know, you are being told in this room that this is as far as you can get. You know, there's not enough women being the DJs, and girls are always coming up to me going, I just want to be a DJ because I've seen you do it. And I'm not saying that it's because I'm a good DJ. It's just simply because I'm a woman, and there's not enough women like Jess, people, you know, people actually in positions of power, female bosses, people making money, people making decisions. There's not enough women doing that. So I think whenever there is a woman doing it, there's always a kind of automatic kind of push from other women going, yes, we need...
Do women help other women?
I can only speak for the Labour Party, and I mean, I used to work in Women's Aid, so I only ever worked with women. And yes, absolutely. Since I arrived in Westminster, there is a sorority of you've got to be the best you can be, and I feel the other Labour women helping me, and some Conservative women, people like Theresa Coffey, she makes sure we're all right. If she thinks that, you know, things are going wrong, and Harriet Harman, Margaret Hodge, we are pushing each other forward.
I mean, there have been men. Men have always had support systems around them. They've always been clubs and groups where they promoted each other. I suppose they have. Back to the Masons.
Absolutely. Yeah.
I've on the whole lived outside these groups.
Oh.
No, I'm not bothered about it. I mean, I hadn't really thought about that. I was going to say that I didn't think brotherhood did exist in the same way as apparently sisterhood may. And then I was going to say that, you know, I wondered therefore whether there was a difficulty with this, that sisterhood begins to sound a bit like victimhood. You know, it is something that women feel they have to do because of the position that they occupy, the suppressed position. Yeah. And I just wonder whether that's, you know, the way you want to advertise yourselves, really.
I absolutely agree. You know, like what you're saying, do women help other women? Do men help other women? Help other men? It's got to feel equal, I think.
Well, men have certainly helped other men in the past, so there's no reason why women shouldn't help women now.
Yeah, and I think maybe the reason why women do help other women is because there's still a lot of work to do.
There is indeed.
Very good.
We've run out of time. Annie, thank you for being with us.
My pleasure.